So now we're going to put together our book of angle relationships, and it's going to be a yellow sheet that looks like this. I'm going to go ahead and show you how to put this together. So what we want same side interior angles on the bottom, and then let me see if I can figure this. Oh, I'm sorry. Same side exterior angles is going to be on the bottom here. Then above that we'll have same side interior angles. And above that, I believe we will have corresponding angles. And I think if we fold this all up, we're good to go. So the first page we want to fold up is we want to fold alternate interior angles down to corresponding angles. Go ahead and crease that really well. And then what we want to do is we want to take our same side interior angles, and then we want to line up our corresponding angles page with that. Fold this down like so. And then we take our last page and we should be able to fold this up like this. And then we want to go ahead and staple it a couple of times up here and at the top, and then we will go and fill it out. Okay, so now that we have our book put together, we're going to go ahead and go through and fill it out. So the first tab that we're going to start on is alternate exterior angles. And alternate exterior angles are angles on the opposite sides of the transversal and outside of our parallel lines. And these angles are congruent. So you can see here we have the angle pair 1 and 8 and the angle pair 2 and 7. And so I've color coded these in green and pink so you can tell which ones go together, and then it's also written over here. Our next type of angles are alternate interior angles, and those are on the opposite side of our transversal but inside our parallel lines. And these are also congruent angles. So you can see I've got 3 and 6 and then angles 4 and 5. The next type of angle pairs would be corresponding angles. And corresponding angles are angles that are in the same position. And by the same position, what I mean is you look here at this intersection. Angle 1 is at the top left of the intersection. Well, down here at this intersection, angle 5 is at the top left. So if I were to cut this out and lay this on top, they would both be in the same position. That's what makes them corresponding. And when we have parallel lines in a transversal, our corresponding angles are congruent. So we have 4 sets of corresponding angles in this picture. We have 1 and 5, 2 and 6, 3 and 7, 4 and 8. And again, I color coded those so we can keep it straight. Our next set would be same side interior angles. And now instead of being congruent, these angles are supplementary, which if you recall, supplementary means that they add up to 180 degrees. They're going to be on the same side of the transversal and inside the parallel lines. So here we have angles 3 and 5, and we have angles 4 and 6. And then our last set would be same side exterior angles. Again, these angles are going to be supplementary, adding up to 180 degrees. They're going to be on the same side of the transversal and outside of our parallel lines. So we have 1 and 7. We also have angle pairs 2 and 8. So that's our book filled out. Now what I would like you to do is go to the next page in your notes and you'll see this diagram. It won't be filled out, but what I've done is I've color coded and given different markings to all the angles that are congruent. So all of the blue starred angles are going to have the same measurement, and all the ones with purple circles will also have the same measurement. So go ahead and do that in your notes, and that'll help you when you're working on these angle relationship type problems.